o ske wa latlha ditshwanelo tsa go ka letlhaba phefo itse ditshwanelo tsa gago he o reka sejanaga tsa nako dira ntho e re bitsa gore ke needs analysis a sejanaga se wa se tlhoka or wa se galla and purpose mosola wa sejanaga se ke eng a ke sejanaga se se tla go tsenya sekolotong o sa kry letseno reka sejanaga se e le gore se tla go tsenyetsa letseno mo bofelo ba letsatsi.
Letsatsi la lehatshe la ditshwanelo tsa bareki mo porofenseng ya Bokone Bophirima le ketekilwe go totilwe thata mathata a bareki ba dijanaga ba itemogelang one segolo jang ha ba setse ba konoseditse tsamaiso ya theko ya dijanaga tseo. Go ya ka ba setheo se se ikemetseng sa tharabololo ya dikgotlhang sa indasteri ya dijanaga mo Aforika Borwa MIO, bontsi jwa borakgwebo ba thekiso ya dijanaga ga ba tsamaetse dikgwebo tsa bone go ya ka molao.
Re feditse beke yotlhe mo matlosana re tsama kgoro ka kgoro re etela di-dealership di-panel beater le di-spare shops re tlhola gore a ba tsamaisa dikgwebo tsa bone go ya ka molao ba bitsa gore ke Consumer Protection Act 68 of 2008. Yaanong ka ntle le tse dintle tse re di boneng re itemogetse mathata a di-notice mo maboteng a bona di-notice tsa go tshwa le bo no refunds, you park your car at your own risk ke di-notice tse e le gore re ba boletse gore ba di tlose gonne ga di tsamaisane le molao. Yaanong ka jeko re buile ka tsona ne ba tlile mo moletlong beng ba di-dealership re ba file le melao e tshwanetse ba tsamaise dikgwebo tsa bona ka gona.
Go lemogilwe gape gore mathata a badirisi ba itemogelang one ha ba setse ba rekile dijanaga tseo ke a thibang letsatsi gonne barekisi ba tsone ga ba bue nnete e tletseng ka lemorago le maemo a tsone.
Common problems that clients are faced with is that they tend to believe what the salesmen say and it's vehicles that accidents were not disclosed, vehicles that mileage, those are the two big ones at the moment in South Africa. People are buying cars that were previously in accidents or even written off and the dealerships were not disclosing it. Another one is that they're reversing the mileages and the people are thinking they're buying a low mileage car, yet it's a lie. So the problem is with that is trying to get a remedy to that. Consumers are struggling. So to avoid those two things that are common in our country, make sure you get an accident repair history report of any second-hand vehicle. It doesn't matter whether it's at a franchise dealership or a private dealership. And then secondly, with the mileage manipulation, make sure you never ever buy a car if it does not have a service history, a legit service history that can be traced.
Kemedi ya indasteri ya ditekesi ya re bontsi jwa maloko a bone ba santse ba tlhoka kitso e maleba ka kgwebisano le barekisi ba dikoloi ke ka moo ba latlhegelwang ke dithoto tsa bone bonolo.
Re le batho ba di-taxi our problem ke gore our people ga ba tlhaloganye sentle dilo tse ileng gore di a diragala in terms of the finances and everything. Ge ba palelwa ke installment ba tsenya the middleman which is the consumer credit. And when you have a finance with the bank, contract does not allow you to have a middleman. Because now, but while you half from there, by and it's called to as a result, your taxi is repossessed because I want a contract the consumer credit and contract the bus. So we are here today to say re tlhokomeleng dilo tse di tshwanang le tseo le go reka di second hand cars because the dealers ya ba re tlhalosetse everything ba re bolela se re batlang go se utlwa because bone ba shebile di sales.
Batlhankedi ba molao wa bosetšhaba wa sekoloto NCR ba re ba tshwengwa ke gore bontsi jo badirisi ga ba tlhaloganye ditshwanelo tsa bone ka nako e go dirwang tshekatsheko ya dikoloto mo go bone.
Bontši ba bareki ba lla ka selo se se bitswa gore ke debt review goba debt counseling ke nngwe ya ditsela tše di leng gona ya go ka thuša bareki go efoga mekitlane ye e leng ka godimo kapa ye e fetilego ke nako goba ye e leng gore e šetše morago go ka tumelano tše ba di saenilego. Jwale re kgweditše gore bontši ba bona ba na le difatanaga tše e leng gore go ka tsebo ya bona le seo ba boditšego di swanetše gore di be le gore di na le tšhireletšo go tšwa go the National Credit Regulator le the Act itself. E fela ga go jalo bontši ba bona ba latlhegelwa ke difatanaga tša bona gobane fumaneng difatanaga tšeo di saka tša kenywa ka gare ga tumelelano ya debt review goba yona debt counseling. Se ba ka e fogaong ke gona gore pele ga ge ba ka itsenya goba ba dira dikgopelo tša debt review goba debt counseling ba ikgolaganye le National Credit Regulator.
Go kailwe ha engwe ya ditsietsi e le ha moreki a duelela sejanaga se a neng a sena bokgoni jwa go se reka go tloga ko tshimologong, mme go dira maano a go beela bontlha bongwe jwa madi ko thoko gore a duelwe moragonyana.
Re tla re mohlomongwe modiriši o dirile kgopelo ya sefatanaga se se ka lekanago 500,000 rand, gomme go ya ka potla ya gage ga a kgone go ka lefela ditefelo tše di tlišitšego. Re tla fa mohlala re re mohlomongwe o tla lefela 7,000 rand, e fela potla ya gagwe e kgona go amogela 6,000. Gomme dealership goba motho a tla bang a mo thuša ka kgopelo ya gagwe o kgona go dira gore tefelo tša gage di ye fase goba go fihlela di lekana 6,000 ye yona a e swerego. Gomme se ba ileng go se dira kore ba ilo tšea seripa sa 500,000 ba se beele ka thoko se le gore o tla kopana le sona mafelong a mengwaga e rileng 6 goba e šupilego. Ke ntho e re bitša gore ke balloon payment. Go swana le ge e le gore mengwageng ye e tsheletšeng o tla bang o lefela o ba o renta koloi goba o šomiša koloi e le gore ga se ya gago, ba go file sebaka sa go ka šomiša sedirišwa seo e leng sefatanaga. Balloon payment ke tefelo ye e leng gore e tla ba e šaletše e ba ba e beile ka teko, gore ge e le gore ke tla leka go e dira ka boripana re tla re balloon payment ke tefelo ye e beilweng ka thoko ye e tlošitšego ka gare gang ga sekoloto se o dileng kgopelo ya sona peleng.
Go ya ka lehapa la tlhabololo ya ikonomi ya selegae, matsholo tsiboso a tsweletseng mo porofenseng ga jaana a dirile pharologanyo mo go oketseng kitso ya badirisi. Mme le ha go le jalo, badirisi ba santse ba tlhoka go itse go heta ka dithata tsa bone.
Every deal, as you sign, there are options. There's an option ya gore before the lapse of 6 months, you experience the engine failure or any other defects, you have the right to come and call for a replacement of your product. Or you can come and say, re batla ke batla refund ke busa selo se. Or you may come and say, ke kopa gore loan refunding. So normally the dealers would not want to get into replacement and refund. They will try but go fasa ka ditangnyana, but it doesn't last, and that's what we have been explaining to the dealers. But remember, even le bona di dealers say when they have gone through the VPOL, baba dilanka go cleara di items tse ba di rekisang tsena, le bona ba tlhaga ba nokilwe maybe go di auctioning go ne ba ile ko teng. So go anokana, but we are at the center of fixing and bringing balance and empowering these ones who are in business, because as government and economic development, besides being of the consumer court, we have a responsibility to bring balance between those who are buying and those who are selling, because they all contribute to the growth of the economy in the province.
Karolo e nngwe ya badirisi ke ba ba etelang ba gotweng ke bo matšhonisa bosigo le motshegare, mme ba duedisiwe selekanyo sa diperesente tse di tsitsibang ya mmele.
Re na le bothata le batho ba ba nametšang kamela, re re ko go namela kamela rena ba bangwe jwale ga ba tsebe dinamane tšelo ba tshwanetse gore ba lefiše tšona. Go ya ka molao ba tshwanetse gore ba lefiše 5%, ke tše 5 fela diperesente. Re lebeletše ditaba tša bo matšhonisa go ra gore ge e le gore o dira kadimo ya tšhelete go tloga go 1,000 rand go fihla go 8,000 ka kgwedi, ba dumeletše gore ba go lefiše 5%. E se go feta jalo, re bona e le gore bontši ba bo matšhonisa goba bona re go ke di-loan shark ba lefiša bareki ba rena 50%. Ke engwe ya di e leng gore bontši ba rena re le NCR re kopana le yona, bareki ba lla ka yona e le noši.
Lehapa le tsweletse go rotloetsa badirisi gore le ha ba ntse ba tsweletse pele ka go dira ditheko le ditumalano tsa bone, ba tlhoka go dira seo ka boikarabelo.
Tiro e re tshwanetse go e dira rotlhe. We are together in this. They must act responsible. We will always be there as government to make sure that we guard against whoever wants to rob them what is due to them in terms of protection of their rights. And we are here as government to protect the rights, but we need them to be responsible, because it will be difficult for government to create or make a case out of anything that has been done out of recklessness or information is a fanwa ka sentle. So re balakaletsa gore as they celebrate this, they must reflect on whatever they are going through, because there's a lot that people are going through, and at times they commit suicide or they do other things because they don't think there's gonna be a solution. But we are here to bring a solution.